Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm just going to okay, no, okay. So I will double check, just double check on Twitch, just to make sure the stream works properly, and it is streaming, and yada yada yada. Yep, that's there. I am. I'm there. Everything's good. So let's go back to cool. Zip now. This, and then this. All right. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Umineko. Last time I want to say I'm doing this again today because I felt like I learned nothing last episode, even though I was reading that for another 2 hours. But looking through my the screenshots that I took yesterday, I feel like there was definitely things. So last time on Umineko, uh, Erica decided to have a fight with a 9-year-old girl. Um, uh, we found out that George used to be an incel, and Beatrice has apparently split up into multiple beings, but she can't just do the fusion dance to become one again because the year is 1986 and the fusion dance doesn't exist yet because Dragon Ball only just started. This is my shit post. This is what we found out in Umineko. Uh, Basically, the game hasn't really properly started yet. The only thing that's really changed, it seems like, is uh, the fact that Shannon and Canon are a bit more outgoing with their trying to confess their love and all that kind of stuff. Um, so maybe that might have something to do with Battler and Beatrice and shipping. I don't know. I guess the other thing we also learned sort of for real this time, although it's kind of been implied this entire time, but like now we actually know is that when they were saying that Beatrice is basically Beatrice is something Be- Beatrice is everyone's perception of Beatrice. So as a result, basically everybody has slightly different ideas of what they think Beatrice is, kind of. So Beatrice is sort of like takes on that as their things. What time zone am I in? I am in Australia time zone, so it's 5 p.m. for me at the moment. That is a problem. I mean, if I really wanted to be like super content creator, I'd be like, yeah, I'll stream first thing in the morning. But like, I don't want to stream first thing in the morning. I have other things to do first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna stream when it's comfortable for me, even if it means that like not everybody will be able to come and see it live. Because yeah, I mean, you can watch the VOD. I don't know. You can DM me or whatever. Ask me about what I'm thinking about the game, and I don't know, you know. But anyway, thank you for showing up and saying hi. Uh, I hope you're having a good sleep. So yeah. Basically, that's Umineko at the moment. We haven't learned. We've learned some stuff that basically everything about witches and Beatrice and stuff. They're basically all metaphors for things that people can't see, things that people don't know, things that people speculate about, and things where people want something to blame for something that they don't like, and so they just say it was a witch did it, and basically Beatrice is that witch. At least that's the impression that I'm getting at this point. So I like I said, the game hasn't started yet. Nobody has been killed yet. Oh yeah. Also, meanwhile, like somebody who I think they said was Butler is like trapped in a room in the house somehow, and I don't know how that's supposed to be related to everything else that's going on. Let's go. I could hear the eerie sound of wind and rain. Once again, I hazily regained consciousness on top of the bed. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. And then this person tried to get his hand out the window, and then something bit his finger off. So yay. Oh, okay. Like this is just the horror part. They're just locked in a room for some reason, and they can't get out. In that case, can't I just call for help? There's a tiny gap I make in that door, yep. Yeah. I understand. My body isn't the only thing locked up in this eerie, closed room. My voice is, too. Meanwhile, wait. This chain? This changes everything. Now I can just undo it from the inside. Calm down. When I was little, I hated chains because I could never get them undone right. However, that was a long time ago. Now I can undo something like this. Anyone could. It's easy. Now there's no lock sealing the door. Please don't torment me anymore, and just open normally. Slowly, the door opened. When I closed the door to undo the chain, the warm light from the hallway got cut off. If I open it again, what if the warm light is gone this time? Oh, okay. You are out. I did it! I did it! Even my cry of joy was strangled. But that doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is I can get out. I poked my head out and looked left and right down the corridor. The warm corridor. I could sense people having fun at the other end. Everyone's right there. Let's go, right now. Ah, I love the jump scare sounds. Yes, of course. I don't know why this is happening. Hello, yes, I am back. I was like thinking, I didn't learn shit yesterday, so I have to keep going. What the hell? The chain lock must be set. You're allowed to unset it, but it must then be reset. Unless it is set, this exit of yours will be unusable. I instantly understood the meaning of that ominous message. And I tried it out and I understood completely. I cannot leave this room while the chain lock is still unset. Felt as though someone inside the room had pressed their forehead against the door. It was drawing closer, and she, the witch, had laughed. It is impossible to set or unset the chain lock from the outside by any means. All tricks done by the corridor have been sealed by the red letters, just like the red truth. No way. Hello, Gabby. How's the witch hunt? Yeah, we're trying to escape a room stuck by a witch. I don't know. I don't even know what the point of these scenes are. Someone save me! Ah! Anyway. Meanwhile, in the guest house. Sorry, but I'm out. Whoa, so you really did have a Georgiana key. Damn you. Damn you, 6 of spades! Your 8 of diamonds is pretty nasty too, Battler. I was so close. You're incredible, Georgiana-chan. You won again. Yep, looks like we've won again. Utter defeat. Hey, you almost had it. I love fighting all out like this. Whether you go all out or not, if you just lose in the end, it's all pointless. That's not true. If you really gave it your all, there's no reason to get all depressed when you lose. If you lost after hardly trying, then you'd be grumbling and complaining about how you would have won if you'd taken it seriously, right? Very true. I was a coward, so I could never learn anything. I see that I am still immature. I am furniture, so any dreams I might have are pointless, because he'd rigidly believed that he distanced himself from everything, shutting himself away. However, during that same time, Shannon had undergone many life adventures, and now her hand was resting on the door separating furniture and humans. That's probably what it means to grow. Furniture does nothing but rot with the passage of time. The ability to grow is a privilege given only to humans. Don't worry about it. I had a lot of fun too. Aw, smiling Canon. I don't know if we've seen that sprite before. Yeah, oh, he's cute. Or should I say that I've realized that this sort of thing is fun. Thanks for pushing so hard for me to come. Let's challenge ourselves more and more. Let's go and find more and more things you didn't know about. By the way, about what we were talking about earlier. Ever wanted to try playing guitar? Well, I don't want to force you or anything, but it must be very difficult. Yeah, I guess. But I'll do a good job teaching you, and I'll even practice with you. Well, I guess I'm not that much of an expert myself. one part to that goal is playing music with you, milady. I would love to do that with you. Really? Yes. I'm sure I'll be horrible when I start, and I might even make you lose hope in me at times. But if I've given it my all, even messing up is no big deal. That's what I learned from you all just now. I love you more than ever, milady. Because I averted my eyes for so long, even though you shone like the sun. I never noticed you when you were right there next to me. Then I better work even harder to make you love me even more. Milady, the reason I love you is clear. Because of that, I can't bear not knowing. Not knowing what? Why did you start to like me? Unlike you, I don't shine in any sense. Even now, I'm just clinging to your back as you shy in the way. I can't think of any reason why you would love someone as shabby as me. But that's not true, okay? There are all kinds of good things about you, Kanon-kun. Let me swallow my pride and ask, what about me made you like me, milady? When Kanon saw Jessica bite her lower lips in frustration, he finally realized. I'm such a fool. Huh? What about me do you like? That very question is foolish. It's proof that I'm not serious about myself, and that I haven't been able to understand even myself. It's horrible of me to try to make you say it for me. That's not true. After all, it's the first question any girl would like to ask after being given a love confession. What part of me do you like? In that case, I want you to love me the way I already love you. I've decided to start changing myself so that can happen. I can hardly imagine that you would. Okay, yep. I'm absolutely sure you'll become a wonderful person, Kanon-kun. A guy so cool that I can't keep my eyes off you. Until then, I'll stick by you all the way. We have plenty of time. Except unless we get fucking murdered, but you know what? Let's not worry about that. But unfortunately, there isn't that much time left. What do you mean? It usually saddens you when I talk about furniture. However, this is something I must tell you, and it is also something I must fight for with all my soul. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear any more of that I'm furniture, so I can't fall in love talk. You're a human, not furniture. Yes, I would like to become human. However, I am still furniture. In that case, just do it. Become human. The witch taught me once about the single element of this world, love. According to her, it's love. It's something that humans born into this world can take for granted. However, it is not something that those not from this world, who are born as furniture, can take for granted. In order to gain it for themselves, they must have magic or a miracle. And it's the same way that Nason and George-sama would never have ended up as they had without borrowing the power of that golden butterfly brooch. Now, I don't really get that last part. What don't you understand? Let me hear it. Since this game began, a large portion of the time has been spent on Shannon and Canon's determination to fall in love. I've got no problem interpreting that as the story of growth and teenage determination for a girl and boy who call themselves furniture. But one of the assumptions they make feels really out of place to me. Why is magic necessary? Is that it? Oh, sorry, that's feathery. Why is magic necessary? Is that it? Both Shannon and Canon call themselves furniture. They've always claimed that there can't be love between furniture and humans. At that point, the magic of the golden butterfly brooch comes into play, and as the miraculous result of its magic, love is established with Shannon. Anyway. You know what? I don't know who's talking anymore. Might it mean merely that forbidden love between people of different classes would be unmanageable without a miracle of magic? True. I can accept that Shannon and Canon, who are servants in forbidden love, members of the families, blah blah blah. Yeah? Then what is it that you cannot accept? Without borrowing the power of magic once more, marriage will be impossible. That seems to be a common understanding between Shannon and Canon. I just can't understand that part. Trying to stand between two who wish to be wed is as foolish as standing between a front-foot arrow and trying to catch it. Exactly. Now that Giorgio-chan has sworn to protect his lover for the rest of their lives, he has no need to fear opposition or disinheritance from his parents. Yep. There's no need for magic. If George and Shannon wanted Eva's approval for their engagement, then magic might really have been necessary. Yep. But George Oni-chan's already made an oath. He doesn't care whether his parents approve of the engagement or not. Yeah, there's nothing standing in the way of their engagement. And Shannon should know that well herself. So why is it that now, on this night when the proposal went so smoothly, she's still praying for a miracle of magic? Here we go, we're getting back into answers again. According to the furniture, she won't even have the right to marry without such a miracle. And there you go. It means that Shannon has accepted George, but she some kind of barrier, something they can't overcome by their own efforts. They're spending this miracle. Why do they need magic? Two people love each other. What other miracle could they possibly need to be together? I see. And that same question applies to canon as well. Yep. This is the question. Why is furniture not allowed to love? now we are in Umineko, the Answers arc. Let's look at the answer. So, you ask why love will not be permitted without the miracle known as magic. Why is the screenshots button still happening? Hang on. There's something going on. Okay, what is going on with the screenshot button? Okay. I think I fixed it. Okay. The golden butterfly brooch. What is it? It is a crystallization of magic. However, like most magics, it can be burned by the anti-magic toxin, so it only have an effect on those who believe in magic and witches. I appreciate how much of this chapter's character's going, I don't get it. What does this actually mean? Yeah, I know. We're finally getting answers. It's nice. It's not. I mean, there are plenty of answers that they aren't telling us, but yeah, it's like a, hey, can you Ryokishi 07, can you explain the plot for us? Because this is kind of going over our heads. Or at least we need confirmation that our theories are right. So Shannon was capable of interacting with me, is able to use of its benefits. And Shannon dropped it on a sandy beach and someone knew nothing picked it up. Yes, yeah. Okay. So basically, you're saying that Shannon just didn't believe it was gonna happen? So then Beatrice, who may or may not be real, and who may or may not be a figment of her imagination, gave her a brooch which may or may not be real and may or may not be a figment of her imagination, and say, look, it's magic. If you use this magical miracle, it will make your everything work. And then she, gaslit herself into believing that would happen. Okay, yeah, and it's saying like, oh, because I believe I have a magic miracle, I'm gonna try really hard to do something, and then it's the power of mental illness and gaslighting. Those who make others believe are witches. That's an interesting way to put it. If you think about it, it's true. Let's say a witch steps out into a spotlight, waves her staff in front of... Yep. In that case, could this here be magic? What will be the first? Okay. Here I have an empty teacup. There is nothing inside it. Yes, it is empty. And then we take it, turn it like this, and place it upside down on the table. And then what next? Let's both close our eyes and chant the incantation. Come, try to remember what was inside the cup. Indeed. Come, try to remember what was inside the cup. I open my eyes now. Yes. Please open your eyes and inspect the contents of the cup. Well now, I'll see how well your first bit of magic has performed. Huh? How is it? Does this count as magic? Yes, it does. You used magic to create a golden flower petal inside an overturned cup. It was a splendid bit of magic. It's the gold truth. I can't remember what the gold truth means again. What's the gold truth? Whatever. She's saying the gold truth. Without love, it cannot be seen. How much I understand. It may be viewed as a trick. It may also be believed to be magic. It all depends upon the toxin of the individual. Then again, while this can explain some of the magic that's been used in the past, it can't explain everything. To get back to the point, all this stuff about believing in magic and rituals doesn't answer the question, what was this golden butterfly brooch which allowed the furniture, who strongly believed they could not love, to finally find love? If we blindly accept the story of those two vetoes as true, might we assume that magic had the power to cancel out their feelings of resignation? Gold truth has not been explained yet. Okay, thank you for confirming. Why mustn't furniture fall in love? Why is the power of the magic brooch necessary? It does seem at a glance as though what you and the Beatles are saying provides an answer, though a vague one. However, let me say this, as a reader, as me, I can't accept this as you presented it. This is a really fucking cop-out, this is a cop-out bullshit answer. You cannot accept it, you say. The tragedy those furniture are struggling to resist is way too big to be explained by that. I doubt they could reform their way of thinking just because they were given some charm for making relationships. It's true that the poetry, yeah, anyway. Sometime after that, she said she wanted to deepen their relationship without borrowing the power of magic. So why would that be necessary? Perhaps there's a way that the love and marriage are very different things. Let me hear it. What's your view? I'd like to keep that to myself for just a while longer. So you're having me read a mystery novel you already know the answer to, just so you can enjoy watching me blunder about. To be fair, that is fun. That's the fun part of, like, watching people play Danganronpa, or just, and I was just watching people play through any mystery game and being like, trying to, like, theory craft shit, even if you're completely wrong. It's like a, or like, you know, my favorite, like, when, for example, like when Game Grumps did get Danganronpa, I mean, obviously it wasn't the best playthrough because Aaron didn't really care about all of the bullshit text, but like the joke was that like sometimes they would just make jokes and then the jokes were actually true. Oh, you're actually watching the LP right now, the Game Grumps one? Great. I to be fair, I stopped watching the V3 after V3. I think just there's just too much text for that one. It's hard for them. I would say it would just take too long for them to sort of get to the point there, but maybe I will one day. But anyway, yeah, the fun part on Game Grumps Danganronpa is they would just ad lib jokes, and those jokes actually ends up happening. If not in the game, but like in like another game in the franchise or whatever. And at that point, it was funny, and like there's like compilation videos of like Game Grumps predicts the future in Danganronpa. It's great. Yeah. Lots of people visit shrines to pray for success on tests. However, people rarely credit such a visit as the reason for their success. By itself, praying does little more than give one peace of mind. In love, even a small chance and a little bit of courage can result in major changes. Oh, no, I meant I like watching the Umineko LP because I like seeing it theorize. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like, if I was, if I, at this point, like, I would watch somebody else read Umineko because it's fun to, yeah, to see. There was one person I was one of my mutuals I was chatting to before about, and then like she'd already read through all of Umineko, and like she was kind of almost accidentally spoiling things. So I was like, okay, I won't tell anything about where I am up to because I'm scared you're going to accidentally spoil me again. So, but it was fine. I think just kind of like she kind of gave me a hint on like how this whole thing about Beatrice, like whole point is that like Battler needs to understand Beatrice to kind of finish the game and that kind of thing. And I was like, okay. Anyway, so I don't think there's anything else I got spoiled on. Yep, the power can sometimes, in love, when even a small chance, a little bit of courage can solve major, this power can sometimes bring around incredible transformations. Something like that really be enough to change the insurmountable fate of furniture. Yep. Oh, that's in bold. That's in bold. That means it's important. A whole different interpretation of magic. You believe in a slave hand becomes magic, but that's no more than a child's trick. That explains one part. They are hoping for something. They're hoping for something with much, much more power, for true magic, not a sleight of hand, like the fourth magic, which we have no idea what the fuck it does. It's got something to do with time travel. Sorry, that was a Fate reference. It's not time travel, it's like time manipulation. As opposed to Kiritsugu Emiya's time manipulation like magic, which is a completely different kind of thing. That's not true magic, that's magecraft, sorry. So then what kind of magic is the furniture expecting from that brooch? It's not true. I started liking you because of my own honest feelings. Thank you very much. You are human, so you do not believe in witches or magic. It's only natural. However, as furniture created by magic, my very existence here is proof that the miracle of magic exists. Okay, are we going to explain that shit? Like, no, because if magic is the power of mass illusions, then no, Shannon and Canon are just normal human orphans that that Kinzo adopted and took from the orphanage and used them to be their servants. He's basically just gaslighting them their whole lives to tell them that they are magical creations that he created. And also, Canon, you have the power to like make shoot swords out of your hands, and Canon has the power to like shoot swords, and Shannon has the power to create force fields with her mind. And I'm just gaslighting you until you believe that that's true, but you're actually just normal people. Like, is that what the plot is actually? Who knows? Sorry, what are you talking about? Both Shannon and I need magic to succeed in love. The key for that is this brooch. Yep, yeah. A single brooch can only grant one person's wish. Only one of us furniture can be joined by this single brooch. Huh? What the? It's okay. But please don't look right at it. It'll blind you. Ah! Oh, wait, no. So now magic is real. How are they doing this with Jessica here? I don't think Jessica would believe in magic. What does this mean? I don't know. Okay, we're back in Kinzo's study, or is this Battler's study? Yeah, I think this is Battler's. Oh, okay, yep. Alright. I see you spare no effort for the sake of your beloved father. This is the most I'm allowed to do right now. Think that I would give Battler cookies. Why should I, the ruler of the night, do so much for a guest who comes so rarely? What are you doing here? Father, please excuse me. I didn't come here to get in the way of your important game. How are you able to get in here? Wasn't this room locked? My apologies. They wanted to surprise you with a gift, so I lent them a key. Yeah, we're still on chapter 6, yep. It's a gift for you, Father. I sincerely pray for your victory in this important match. Master. Thank you. I'm very grateful. However, I don't like sweets. Please take it away. Master. Don't make me say the same thing again. Clean it up and take it away. Master, couldn't you try just one bite? Beatrice and I worked hard to make them for your sake. I appreciate the sentiment. I'm in the middle of a vital game right now. This is the final game, and it's vital both for me and Beto as well. So please, don't mess with my heart any more than is necessary. That's just too sad for her. My apologies, Father. Please excuse me. Don't call me that. Don't call me Father. Beto never called me that. Yes, as you wish. My apologies. I may be his little sister, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. If she were anyone other than Beto, you'd think of him as a true enemy of women, is that it? I don't have a clue why Oni-chan and Beto act so friendly together. Right now, I think of Beto as our greatest enemy, the one we must defeat. Still, even so. As a woman, I can't say I like how Oni-chan's treating her. And yet, I can understand Battler's feelings a little too. What a sad state of affairs. Learning about this Beto will eventually teach us something about that Beto, and that might be able to explain the greatest piece in this crazy game, if not the fake game board itself. Such a mysterious witch. Beatrice, I want to ask you something. Yes, what would you like to know, Aunt-san? Why do you call Ushiromi Battler father? Because he created the piece that I am. In that case, why are you so dedicated to Ushiromi Battler? Is there some rule that pieces must obey the creator that makes them? There is no such rule. A piece is like a tool, or perhaps a knife. When used skillfully by the game master, they can be quite useful. However, if used incorrectly, they can hurt you as well. Whether a tool is used as a tool or a weapon, that has nothing to do with the tool's own will. It's merely the result. In that case, why are you so dedicated to Oni-chan? It's almost as though that's your goal as a piece. Yes, that is the goal that gave birth to me. Did Oni-chan, the one who gave birth to you, give you that goal? That's not it. As the Game Master, Battler merely set a piece with that role on the board. Also, the one who gave birth to this piece was the first Game Master, and the one who created this game, Beatrice herself. What? Oh god, my head. Oh, this is getting confusing! In other words, you keep calling Oni-chan father, but he's not actually your father. You're just calling him that affectionately because you feel obligated to devote yourself to him. Yes, I think that's true. Father was the one who placed me on the game board. If he hadn't, my piece would have never had a turn. So the fact that I exist here right now and able to devote myself to my goal is all thanks to Father. I see. Yep, okay. In that case, who told you to devote yourself to Oni-chan? Oh, it must be the first Game Master, Bito herself. Ah, this is so confusing! You wish to ask her why she must devote herself to Ushiromiya Butler, correct? However, she cannot give you that answer, because, plot, she was given nothing but the goal itself. Only the person who gave her that goal knows the reasons for which they did so, and they're dead, so no, you are not going to get the answer, not yet. Fuck you. I see. Consider that as well, child of man, right? Yeah, so that means you already have an idea, and you're just laughing at me like confusion. You're saying, I'm not going to tell you. Fuck you, aren't you? You really are just perfect for my Miko. And if I could one day have Father acknowledge my efforts, it would be my greatest joy. What the hell? If you only wanted to devote yourself to him, I'd say you're just another furniture of the witch. But you want him to acknowledge your efforts? That's less like furniture and more like... You're just a girl who loves Oni-chan. Oh, shit! Bum, bum, bum! I don't get it. The driving force behind this Beto is that of a girl who adores Oni-chan. But then what does that make her? The first Beto liked Oni-chan, then she should have adored him and devoted herself to him directly. Why would she create a piece of herself, a separate entity, to do it? Is she like some kind of really crazy tsundere? It's like she's such a tsundere that the dere part has to become a separate part of herself, so she's left over with just the tsun? Is that what this is? I mean, you can use it in anime bullshit terms. She's being a tsundere. Father hates it when I call him father, and the me that father desires didn't call him by that name either. Right. Form you spoke to everyone without using honorifics. Or is it that I can't see because I have no love? At times, love does let you see the unseeable. Because I think in the red thing she was saying, like, I was made for Battler's sake or something. So it's not necessarily Battler create. Then I guess it's saying that, I don't know. No. Tsundere is tsundere. It's not tsundir. I know that. In fact, you know one way you know that's how it's pronounced. It's pronounced. In Undertale, there's an enemy that's called a tsundere plane. It's a tsundere airplane. So that's how you know it's that's how you know. Seriously, any cookies you made would obviously have some strange poison in them. How shocking that you would think so. Even if I did put something in, it'd be no worse than the kind that does this or that to your other thing. Ooh, yeah. Oh. If you do that sort of thing all the time, Battler-kun would never agree to eat them. Battler is, Japanese doesn't have silent E's. Keep that in mind, and pronunciation becomes easier. Okay, as in, like, you know what? I'll look that up another time. Meanwhile, Battler is just mass hallucinating. His hallucinations have gotten so bad, he's hallucinating like 10 people all at once. Oh, you mean like tsundere because it's like, yeah, because it couldn't. Okay, I now I understand what you mean. Like it wouldn't be sundir because it would mean the second e would be silent, which is not the case. Both e's have to be pronounced with a vowel sound. Is there something not to your liking? Are you trying to force me to say it out loud? No, he's saying the e isn't silent because there's no, yeah, hallucinating girls to yell at you about how trash and love you are. Indeed. The more the new me differs from the form you wished for, the more you're reminded I can never be revived again, correct? Damn it. You let a good woman away, you'll never get a second chance. So only now you finally realize what a good woman I was. Shut up. If you'd ever appear again, that'd be a relief. I know you're dead. We know that. We even have a like sad remix of the old song. The damn burnt castell is already guaranteed that you'll never revive. However, you still hope for it, don't you? One day, the new me will trip and land on her head, and all her memories of the past will be restored. Yep. Is this magic? Wouldn't even pass in a light novel these days. In the past, you waited and waited for me to remember and take notice of me, senpai. And then what is it? Does this mean that our relationship is exactly the opposite of how it once was? Now I'm the one waiting for you to remember. Well, at times I did continue the game, believing you would eventually notice and remember that a miracle would occur. How did it feel? How did it feel when you were playing with me? As they say, look inside your own heart. It hurts. If only she didn't look so much like you, I would have kept my cool a little better. You'll do as you wish. In the past, I toyed with you and tormented you. Now's your chance for revenge against me. And you me will just wander about nervously, ignorant of everything. I mean, no offense, Battler, but I kind of picked up on this about, like, the moment I saw your face when you, like, see the new Beto. So, Anyway, in that case, why not think of her as my daughter? Your daughter? She does share my blood, so consider her a daughter that closely resembles me. After all, she is my double, but hasn't lived 1,000 years, so calling her that is not incongruous. True. Imagine that I have died, left behind a daughter, and entrusted her to you. Wouldn't it become a little easier to deal with her that way? It's actually a good analogy. Unlike you. Do not jest. That is my daughter. She is the child I left behind after my death. You are free to press my likeness upon her. Yep. She was made to devote herself to you since the moment of her birth. If you wish, you can mold her into any shape you desire. This is definitely not grooming. No, no. What the hell is grooming? That's not a thing. So she is your double and your daughter. Oh, I love this song. It's a good song. Oh, cute. Oh, no. I'm crying. I was so mean to this girl. It's called Thanks for Being Born. Aww. Meanwhile, wherever the fuck we are now, I don't even know what this background is. Oh, okay. I guess it's just the. I was gonna say this is just the cousin's room, but like the lighting looks different. Where in the world is this? Okay, no, we are in somewhere completely different. Yep. Okay. This is new. Haha, the chessboard. Just where is this place? Jessica-chan and Canon could. And Shannon? Where's Shannon? I'm right here, George-sama. And I am here. Milady, George-sama, we apologize for bringing you to a place like this. Yeah, okay, what the hell? What on earth is going on? Just when Shannon took out something that looked like a butterfly wing and started shining. Okay, this thing. Okay, it's the magic bullshit. Milady, George-sama. George-san, please first off allow us to apologize. Please stay calm. Something strange is about to happen. That strange thing will probably test us. Test us? Do you mean trial you were talking about? That we had to overcome if we wanted to be together? Is that it? A trial? A class trial? No, that's the wrong game. I haven't explained it to you, lady. Oh, hang on a second. Here. Okay, I'm back. I feel like this. No, okay. I don't know what this button does actually. Whatever. Anyway, I'm back. I haven't explained it to you, my lady. What they're saying, if they're saying this is, yep. Kanon-kun? Brooch. Yeah. Jessica-chan, I want you to prepare your heart as well. What the hell is going on? I'm already prepared. What do you mean? I don't have a clue. What's going on? Trial. A test for a pair of those who love each other. Huh? What the hell is going on now? People live for the sake of love. Yes, this world is love itself. Oh, how great is the power of love. Wait, oh, this is this thing. Oh, this is. Oh, yeah, this thing. These guys, yeah. This was at the beginning. Yeah. When. Ah. So, okay, so that's how this is all tying together. Because at the end of this, Battler gets sort of trapped by Erica, and Erica, like, marries Battler. But it's not real love, right? It's fake. I don't know. Well, anyway, let's see how this goes. Hey, that's weird, Furfur. What are we doing in a place like this? It really is strange, Zipar. Oh, God, oh, okay, yep, it's Zafar, of course, one of the 72 demon gods. That was a demon god pillar in FGO. I don't know what Furfur is. I don't know if that's the name or if it's short for something. Beatrice! Oh, there are two Beatrices. Well, there are two of us as well. Why shouldn't there be two Beatrices every now and then? This is my double and my little sister. We two are the same and as a single person. Pleased to meet you. It has been a long time, Beatrice-sama. Am I dreaming? I feel the same. Still, it's too early to get dumbfounded. Demons of the contract, it has been too long. Zipar, and you too, Furfur. Okay, let's go. What the fuck is Furfur? I don't remember that. Man, where's Roselia and her knowledge of the Book of Geisha when we need it? But I guess, okay. Alright, Furfur, one of the 72 demons, controls love and tests love through trial, bestows endless, inexhaustible offensive power upon the maker of the contract, giving them enough courage to fearlessly overcome any barriers to their love. A trait of love is just tame boys, his taste of flesh, his different genders to Zepar. Yeah, ultimate defensive barrier or mortality, giving them enough courage to inflate any wounds. A hunter of love who likes and preys upon tame boys, is a different gender Furfur. Are we trying to say that one of them is cross-dressing, but we don't know which one? Is that what we're trying to say? You know what, I'm thinking too hard about this. This is just... It's just shooty bullshit. Leave it at that for now, demons of the contract. This is truly the final miracle. One is enough, once is enough for the miracle of love. Alright. Lovers, those gathered here have been cursed to have unfulfilled love against unless a miracle occurs. Your last chance is the power of the golden butterfly brooch, which can grant such a miracle. And like it or not, this chance is limited this evening. This miracle can be given only to a single pair. What, we're gonna have to fucking fight to the death for it? I won't lose. Yeah, let's both give it our all. Oh my goodness, we are actually fighting for the death, or whatever. I don't really get it, but I don't want to borrow the power of some strange demon. Let me be clear, this is none of your business. Canon and I can handle our relationship by ourselves. I shouldn't have to put myself in the debt of some bizarre demons. Lady, please listen. If we don't overcome this trial, we cannot be together. Jessica, accept it. This is the only trial that could possibly be imposed on upstart furniture wishing to be joined with a human. More of this stuff about furniture and humans. Don't butt in. There's nothing to do with us. Why are you listening to these creeps? No one can stand in the way of a person's love. Because that's his fate. Oh, come on, you fucking now you're gaslighting her into accepting this. Unlike Nisa, I don't plan on working here for many years. After just a few years or possibly. If Nathan ever decides to stop working here, I think I'll stop working too. Shannon-kun. I give up on the miracle of magic and hand it over to Shannon and George. They will be joined and will leave this island. Following that, Cannon will leave the island as well. That is fate and unavoidable. What if they could obtain the miracle of magic? Then Cannon will remain on the island by Jessica's side for all time. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Jessica-chan, can't you think of it over this way? Think of it what way? I love Shannon. I'm prepared to overcome any and all trials and obstacles that stand in the way of us being together. What about you? Well, I'm not so weak that I'd lose heart that easily. Yes, that's it exactly. This moment we are being tested. Tested to see who could display the strength of our feelings more strongly. Okay. Nothing would make me happier than to see you step out of this trial. That way I wouldn't have to fight you. And that would show the limits of your feelings for Kanok-kun. We must fight openly for that single miracle. Even if I lose at the end, I'll be able to accept it if we both gave it our all. And because of that, I'll be able to cheer from fixes in front of my heart. Alright. Miracle of the golden butterfly brooch, even your wish for your affection for Battler will be acknowledged, can be granted easily. And without such a miracle, you too can never be bound to him. After all, we are Zapar and Farfar, the demons of love. Yes, begin this trial of lovers. The fight over a single. What? Wait. Oh crap! I I pressed the button too quickly. Anyway, you know what it is. Vague, chuny, magic bullshit. Meanwhile, last time my room was right next to theirs. I see, so he's placed my room farther away this time. Such a modification to the initial arrangement is well covered by the authority given to the Game Master. It would seem to be quite a reasonable first move. Well, it's better for me that way too. Like I'd want to hear those brat squeaky voices as they play cards. Great. Is something wrong? He got me. That ballad doesn't let anything get by him, does he? This won't be any good. Yep, it's barely sticky at all. This won't reach even close to the red truth. It is possible to tear it off cleanly. This cannot count as proof of a seal. I guess Bella isn't as totally incompetent as I thought. He probably tampered with all the packing tape on the island using the authority of a game master. Anyway, waiting calmly for the crime and smoking a pipe is also part of a detective's role. I doubt you'll have any role till the first twilight begins, so why not vanish off somewhere and take a break? I imagine that just the sight of my face is tiresome for you. I do not smoke. I am just a kid. Oh, really? I wish I could. Well, only if it really is as refreshing as smokers claim, though it's pretty bad for you. It seems that you are not in high spirits. Does it look that way? Lady Erica, may I ask a question? Depends on what it is. Answer's probably no, though. Well, we're just killing time anyway. What is it? Why? Why do you hate magic? Ah, you mean that thing downstairs with Maria? It was merely a foolish trick to deceive children. Everyone knew that. Was it really necessary to go so far to destroy that illusion? I cannot understand. Well, I am a self-proclaimed intellectual, you know what? I can't stand having magic confuse the truth. So you feel pleasure from exposing that. I sense a different emotion. A different emotion? What's that? To me, it feels less like pleasure and more like a different negative emotion. You really are a murder doll, aren't you? Even your eyes are like knotholes. My apologies. Please forgive me. What did you say? I love you. Thank you very much. I was going out with someone else a while back, but we've completely broken up. The others might say things out of envy, but please ignore them. I'm going to devote my whole life to you, so I want you to do the same for me. Let's find happiness together. What the fuck? In your wallet. A strange cat keychain, a type of cologne that didn't suit him, a music tape that's not his style, which he said he borrowed from a senior at the theater. His senior was asking him, so he had to go. He suddenly got a new part-time job. He said he was talking with a friend on the phone who just wouldn't hang up. I think Erica might be crazy. I found tons of evidence that I loved you. I found tons of evidence that you loved me, but I can't find any evidence that you haven't been cheating on me. Without love, it cannot be seen? Huh, that's backwards. Because of love, you end up seeing things that don't even exist. It's nothing more than an illusion, one that no one but you can see, and one that you could never even touch. Without love, humans would never need to sift through love's truth and lies. Because we can see things like that, we doubt. We suffer, we cry out loud. Right now I'm happy. Though it may be temporary, I've become the witch of truth. As I am now, I no longer need to worry about being tormented by non-read words. What about you? How would you have counted my endgame? How would I? That useless man couldn't have played the part of my opponent in that game. I was wondering how you would have counted it. First move. I demand that you provide evidence that I have been cheating. Counter with the blue truth. I present any 4 points of circumstantial and physical evidence. Counter with the blue truth. I present 6 points of circumstantial and physical evidence that I still love you. Good. Blue and blue cancel each other out, but the number of pieces used to construct each is... What is even happening? So what did we learn from this? A splendid game, Lady Erica. It's only natural the detective wins. Even before you became Lady Berncastell's piece, you truly were a splendid wielder of the blue truth. However, Lady Erica, humans are only allowed to use the blue truth. And the only thing that can counter blue truth is red truth. And humans are not allowed to use the red truth. In that case, how should your opponent have shown his truth? Who knows? Maybe he should have used that gold truth or whatever, which is supposed to be stronger than the red truth at times. You certainly were the victor in that game. However, allow me to say this as a protector of the truth. What? I imagine it's something unpleasant, so say it and go away. Yes, this game is your victory. However, you still have not denied the 6 points of blue truth evidence I used to claim that I still love you. Even you are human. You cannot use the red truth to deny those points. Later on, I used the detective's authority to have all 84 points transformed into red truth. By the power of my master. I am human, yet superior to humans. A detective and a witch. I am the Witch of Truth, Furido Erica. Any other questions? Parting remarks? I have none. In that case, please excuse me. Okay, guess I should get a little sleep. The curtain is finally open on the second day, October 5th. I wonder if this round's murders are happening somewhere about now. I hope our victims leave us some interesting dying messages this time. Meanwhile... Why didn't you discuss this with your mother? This is about the partner who's supposed to support you through the rest of your life. That's right. She's the woman I would spend the rest of my life with. There's nothing to betray. There was never any special relationship between Umi-san and me. We just had a marriage meeting. George, how can you say that? Have I ever failed to think about what's best for you? I haven't, have I? What is a parent's job? Okay, I think that's about enough. Huh? All my life, you've done a great job raising me, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, Erica's hatred of love magic coming from a past relationship where she was cheated on does make me think she was a real human who existed before Bernie got a hold of her. I mean, of course, like, yeah, Well, I mean, surely these witches can't be created from nothing, right? There's got to be some kind of thing. So yeah, interesting. So they probably don't really elaborate on that though. So yeah, it's like a knowing, being a detective and caring about the truth so much, and it can be a curse, right? And I have children, become a parent. I'll become a parent like you. I'll be the kind of parent most worthy of respect in the entire world, one who can truly fight for his children's sake. George. I think it's about time. For what? I think it's about time you learn to let go of your son, Mother. From now on, let's stop talking as mother and son. I am George. You are Ava. Let's forget that you're my parent, and that our true intentions ring clear. The reason you want to choose the person I marry is for financial reasons, public appearances, and so that you can look good in that continuing quarrel between you and your siblings. You have no other reason. You'd do well to just give up and admit it now. I'm about to share my point of view with you. I suggest you do the same. After all, you will lose. Oh. George, why are you looking at your mother like that? Because I'm not looking at my mother. All I see is a wall, a trial, standing in the way of the future I'm trying to grasp. You're only human. I know that you have dreams and ambitions, and that you're still chasing after those. And I think that's a wonderful thing. We also know how hard it is for a person to chase their dreams without giving up. So I'll need to inherit your wonderful strength. I've learned a lot from my parents, my friends, and Sayo, and I've grown. And the last thing I've learnt, acquired, and perfected is the real Ushiro Miya George. Now I'll overcome the final barrier. You! What? What? No. Oh, actually, no. Of course, this makes sense. It's like her. Of course, it's the inner witch self of her. Yeah. Hey, you're back. Hang on. Wait. 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 Are you trying to say that all of episode 3 basically just happened because George revealed the marriage proposal, and then Ava went batshit crazy and murdered everyone? Question mark? Maybe? I don't know. Sure, it's good for people to let their true feelings show every once in a while. I think my mind too. Well, why don't you all let's lay it out as well? Here we go, Mother. Here we go. Ava, this is my first step towards escaping from your shackles. First step? I used to read to you all the time when you were little, didn't I? Do you remember your favorite story, Journey to the West? Oh shit. That takes me back. That's probably the first fantasy I really loved. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, wanted to become a god when was tested by Buddha. If you can jump free from the palm of my hand, I will acknowledge your wish. Then Sun Wukong managed to reach what he thought was the end of the world and found 5 pillars standing there. Only to discover they were Buddha's fingers, and he still hadn't left Buddha's hands. And you're likening this to my first step, me declaring my intention to break free from you? This first step of yours is so trivial that, when compared to my life, it'll just get gobbled up. Sun Wukong confirms, yes, exactly. So basically, this is all just a metaphor. Right, this is me being tied down by countless studies and raised for the sake of your ambition. No, that's not it. Whoa. Look, I'm so. You see, the power of my mother is so powerful that it's like breaking reality. Come on, try to remember, okay? What happened on Tuesdays? Making you get and stay motivated with the hardest thing to do. How ironic. Have those extra classes from Tuesday until Saturday held me down all this time. I really am just like Sun Wukong. Yeah, if you're arrogant enough to think you can escape from the palm of my hand, you'll be crushed by Buddha's 5 mountains. Ah, of course, right. The 5 mountains: fire, water, wood, metal, and earth, and that's how the Japanese days of the week. Yeah, clever. Just like Sun Wukong, you need to reflect upon and be punished for your arrogance. If you can show that you're willing to reform yourself, I'll release you. Okay, so where's the Tripitaka then? That's brainwashing! Arg! Be sealed by the 5 mountains and cool your head. I'm not telling you to stop because I think Shannon-chan's a bad kid, okay? However, an ill-considered engagement is a different matter entirely. The issue has nothing to do with some fooling on her part. Yep, understand that. Everything you've done so far, you've done for me, haven't you? Thanks, Sue. Thanks for everything. That's right. You must hate me now, but one day you'll thank me. I'm sure you'll understand how much I loved you. Being bound by all those extra classes from Tuesday until Saturday. It's a sign of how hard you worked to raise me to be an excellent man. Thank you. In return, I'll give you a British saying. What's that? Even if you strike all the trees in the forest once with an axe, you will not fell a single tree. I've never heard that one. Maybe this one's clearer. Spend too much time in studies as sloth. Francis Bacon. I cannot count the number of things I've learned from Sayo. She taught me courage and chivalry, how to be ambitious and witty and humorous, and just a little stylish. It's ironic. Almost all those things you say are so wonderful about me didn't come from you at all. George, are you still? Time to get back to Mother's womb. I'll nurture you in a sea of warmth once more. Everything I owe you for what you've done, I've paid back now with pain. Thanks to that, I think I'll finally be able to leave the nest for good. You really do need these every now and then. Fights between parents and kids. George, why must you disobey me so completely? And with a little girl like that? It's about time. Time to start fighting back. Stupid. This is, like I said, it's all stupid magic, weeb, shoony bullshit. Ah! I guess there's one thing I can thank you for teaching me. Oh, and what day week of the week was that? It's the martial arts training we focus on during long breaks from school. Now let's beat the shit out of each other. Using magic anime fights to break off from your overbearing mom. I love Umineko. It's true. Unfortunately, I wish George had more interesting magic powers. His is just punching, I guess. And Jessica's is also punching. They're not creative enough to do crazy magic toony bullshit, which is the problem. But whatever. They're still cool. I can imagine that, yeah, like the knee in the face, like, You're getting on in years, Mother. Maybe it's about time you held back on wearing childish clothes like that. George! Both you and I need to leave our childhood days behind. So long, Mother. Now, what happens next? Is she still got another thing in her, or did George win? I know you're somewhere over there, Garp. Well, when was this? Episode 3, when Garp tried to fight. Impressive, even considering it was before her ascension. I can't believe you managed to defeat Ava Beatrice. I thought you'd be there. Thanks for not interfering. I'm glad we were able to keep it between mother and son. But of course, I wasn't there. You summoned me just now. Doesn't matter either way. I have something I have to ask of you. Will you... Okay. I like hot guys, but I like monarchs even more. Your wish is my command, O Demon King. I want you to lay her body to rest in a place fitting for a woman who's admired the head of the Ishiromiya family and lived a life with the misguided dreams of that position. So in Kinzo's study? No. The VIP room will do fine. That never opened VIP room on the second floor of the mansion. Ah, that room. As you wish, Your Majesty. So you're saying that Eva does die? I don't know anymore. Yeah, now you're George Beatrice. Do you get a magic makeover too, or is this just... No, okay. Alright, who's watching this? And now, I finished my part. I'll let someone else have a turn. I can't believe you attacked your own mother. The person who loves you first in the world, and the last one person you have to separate yourself from. That's what it means to leave your home. This is the courage I need to show to take Sayo as my wife. Okay, no, it's not real. So the love of the pair will stand true, offer up the life of one person by your own hands. Yeah, similar to the trial during Vito's games, where they're given 3 options for the chests. Yep. Pair of lovers will never abandon each other's lives, so they, yep. I'm up next. Okay, I'll do it. I'll show you that I'm serious, Monkan-kun. What is even happening anymore? I want to see. Let me see what's going on with the next scene, and then I'm finished. For tonight. Who is it? The fuck? Oh, it's you, Jessica-chan. Didn't you go through the guest house? Well, I sort of decided to head back to my room to get a book. I see. And you're on your way back to the guest house now? Yes, that's right. I can't stand this rain. Aunt Kyrie? I'm sorry, but you've only got your bad luck to blame. Okay. Alright, so... Interesting. So... in this game, the grant... Is it just me, or did this chapter feel like filler? I mean, it's not... I don't think it's filler, because already we're learning stuff, but, like... This is... I mean... I guess it'll depend on how this game ends, but it's like... I guess what they're trying to say here is that this time the culprits are the grandchildren, because they're trying to make sure that they can be with their girlfriend and boyfriends? I don't know anymore. And now they just have to kill everybody for this reason, and then Battler's like, see, this shows the power of love or something, and this has something to do with the reason as to why Beatrice is born, because of love, because of... I don't know. I don't know. Welcome... This is Umineko. I'm always left as just as confused. Okay, I was pretty confused by this part 2 when I played, but it does come together. Okay, that's good. It's good to hear. Yeah. I guess I'll see you guys next week, maybe. This is a weird game. I am enjoying it though. It's fun. This stuff's fun. Bye.